pattern making for the shapely African woman. So today I'm going to be teaching you a very important aspect of dressmaking, that's pattern making for a simple high-waisted skirt. So if you have a copy of the book, it is page 16, chapter 4 of the pattern making book, and you're going to be needing the following measurements for the high-waisted pencil skirts. So to get the full details of the measurements you need and to get a free PDF, subscribe to my email tutorial list on http:/www.maisonderex.com/African pattern making. You're going to get the link by the end of the video. So let's get it there. So assuming that we have Simbi, our model, with a measurement of high waist 26, high waist to low waist distance 5 inches, low waist 28, low waist to hip 5 inches, hip 34 inches, knee length 20, and then full length 24. We're going to establish the various lines, but then don't forget to subscribe to my free email list to understand how the measurements were taken and to be able to follow up subsequently. So the first thing I'll do is that I'm going to rule a line. I'm just going to rule a long vertical line to my left. I prefer to walk from the left to the right, so I'm going to rule a vertical line to my left, and here it is. This vertical line is what I call the zip line. In skirt making, you see, we construct both the front skirts and the back together. The only difference is that the back piece has zip and then the front piece does not have zip. Okay, so from the zip line now, I'll just measure about 1.5 inches. That's going to be my zip allowance, 1.5 inches right here, and 1.5 inches. Then you rule. So in between right here, we have ZA, zip allowance of 1.5 inches. I do hope you understand. So this zip allowance is going to be applicable only to the back, but remember that we're constructing both the front piece and the back piece together. So this is now going to be the center front line, and it is also going to be the center back line. Like I said, the front and back are going to be together. So we're going to establish our lines, and we said the full length of the skirts is going to be about, the full length of the skirt is going to be about 24 inches. So I just hope this is going to be enough. Okay, so it's going to be enough. So let's do it this way. I'll just, for the sake of this teaching, normally I would use this edge as the high waist of the skirts, but for the sake of this training, I'm just going to leave about 2 inches upwards so that you'll be able to understand. The 2 inches upwards, it doesn't really serve any purpose, just so that I'll use this line here as my high waist line. So this part right here. So I'll call this line my high waist line. So from my high waist line to my low waist line is a fixed 5 inches measurement. 5 inches. So you mark across. When you see square across, it means you should mark across. So I'll mark it, and then from my low waist, okay, so this becomes my low waist line. So from my low waist line to the hip line, about 6 inches, 6 inches, and 6 inches. So we said the knee length was going to be about 20 inches, right? So we're measuring 20 inches from here. So this becomes the knee length, and the full length is about 24 inches. Okay, let's say we use, this is 24 and this is 25. So let's use this distance here as the hem. Hem is the extra allowance you give on the base of a dress to enable you to fold it. Yeah, quite alright, 1 inch is not enough, but because of how small the length of our paper is, that's the part I'm using currently. We'll just use it like that. So we have 24 inches, we have 20 inches, and that's squaring across. So mark, and this becomes the knee line. Mark right here, and this becomes the full length line. Okay, so we're done establishing our lines, and I told you that this line right here becomes the center front, center back line. So from the rules of Fashmatics, you're going to get the rules of Fashmatics PDF when you subscribe to my fashion tutorial page. So this is the high waist, and we said that Simbi's high waist is 26. Now from the rules of Fashmatics, we divide by 4. So dividing by 4, we get about 6.5. 6.5, yeah? So that's high waist divided by 4. Then we'll add about say 1 inch. That's allowance. Then we proceed to the low waist, and the low waist is about 7 inches. Low waist divided by 4. Then we have the hip measurements, and the hip measurement is about I think 34 inches, so that gives us 8.5 inches. Then when we get to the knee length, now this is a little bit tactical. If you want the clothes to be fitted, well, not too fitted, you could just, okay, so this hip divided by 4, hip divided by 4. So whatever it is we added here, we actually did 8.5. So we could get to this point and minus hip divided by 4 minus 1 inch. Or if we want it to be more fitted, we could do this and minus 1.5 inches. I always prefer to subtract 1.5 inches, so that gives me 7. So this measurement on the knee length is what you square down, because you're making a high-waisted pencil skirt. So you square it down to the full length and drag it down to the hem. Please use your metal rule for this. Then I'm going to connect my points. The dart points here, I'm not connecting this one, it's the dart points I'm connecting. Connect it here, connect it here, and connect it here. Of course, it looks rather too pointed to be a human shape. Remember, I added the dart measurements of about 1 inch, so I'm just going to find the distance between this point right here, this point right here, and the center front. So that's going to give me about 3.75. So I'll just mark in between, then come here and mark in between, and maybe I'll just square down. I usually prefer my darts should be around 10 cm, 15 cm. So if you notice, I didn't add any dart allowance for the low waist, because most times what it cuts through, it's usually very negligible. So when I come to this high waist point, I'll take my left 0.5 inches, 0.5 inches, then I'll slant it right here. So here it is, we've constructed our dart for this high-waisted skirt. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to add a sewing allowance of 2 inches. I prefer turning my lining with about ½ inch, and then leaving the sewing allowance of 1.5 inch. That's why I'm using 2 inches. So we connect it down to the full length and the hemline. You could use your metal rule if you're not so comfortable with your hands. I always prefer to use my hand so that I could get a more fitted curve. Don't let the space get too pointed. Same if you want to use your metal rule, you have to smoothen the curved point, the sharp points. And so our skirt is almost ready. So on the part of zip shaping, this part is just a little bit technical. On the part of zip shaping, what I will do is that I'm going to come over to the zip allowance area. Then on my high waistline, because there's an indentation on the back, on my high waistline now, okay, I have is zip allowance of 1.5 inches. I'll just find the midpoint because of that indentation on the back. Because of the indentation on the back, then I'll come to my hip, and I don't need to reduce anything. Then I'll come to the full length. I'm trying to get the ass to have a very nice shape. So that's the essence of making this. So when I come here, I can maybe push in, say from the center front, center back line, I could just push out, say 0.75 inches downwards. Then I'll connect this one right here with this on the hip line, then connect this one. It's usually best you do the indenting on the knee line. I prefer to do it on the knee line. You can actually start on the knee line like this. That's the pushing in, pushing out, then square down. So here, now let's have a summary of it. We'll come to the high waist, we'll push in by 0.5 inches, we'll come to the hip, connect it to the actual hip zip allowance, then you push it down to the knee length, just pushing a bit and down. So maybe we could just give this space just a little bit of curve, because the human is not exactly that. We'll just push it in by say 1 centimeters, then push it out and smoothen it and bring it down right here. So this action right here is called zip shaping. Thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to share the video on YouTube.